So tomorrow is basically the first day of my school camp, which I'm really nervous for because number one, I'm doing talent show. I literally have like my guitar right here. Okay, my guitar right here. And that's the reason. Oh crap, my capo. That's the reason why I've been sitting here and just making videos to schedule because you can't use your phone in camp. And so I've just been like, oh my gosh, I gotta keep my daily upload schedule streak. And so yeah, I'm just speaking my mind for these short videos. And if it's your first time here, wow, welcome on the journey. Like I'm just yapping my mind off and hopefully teaching lessons that I learned in my life and changing lives in the process. So I have my guitar here. And the thing is, my mom just called me and she was like, oh, your little cousin over there just got grounded. And instead of just being at home all day, we should give your guitar to him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, basically, we're just going to give your guitar to him. No questions asked. And I'm like, what the heck? I literally need to practice for a talent show I'm doing. And which is like tomorrow. And it's pretty funny because we have this house chant. So I'm like the house captain of 4 houses in my school. And we have this house chant at the start of camp. And it's basically like us screaming over each other. And so I'm basically going to lose my voice before I play guitar and sing on stage. That's going to be fun. And I've never sang on stage before or played guitar on stage before. So that's going to be fun as well. And I don't know if you'd call it a talent, but like I feel like I have like no talent in this. It's just practice, but whatever. I'm doing it anyway. It's my last year of high school. I might as well just do it. If my voice cracks or something because my voice is dead, whatever, right? Get over yourself. I mean, I'm on YouTube anyway, so I need to like build thick skin. My future self will thank me for it. And yeah, I just want this to be a reminder to chase your fears, right? I've been like kind of going to bed anxious, thinking about this, like, oh, what's it going to be like to go on stage with everyone watching? And it's like, oh, first time playing guitar, first time singing, and it's singing with like a couple friends. And it's like, yeah, get outside your comfort zone. I know it's so cringe for me to say this, and you're coming on YouTube for me to tell you what you've been told your whole life, but it's so true. Like, live at your edge, live at your fears, because it's kind of a discipline to do that. And in life, without fear, you never really like evolve, if that makes sense. Like, think of yourself as limited by like this circle, right? This is you. And then you just staying in your own comfort zone. If you never push the boundaries and like kind of break it so where you're feeling anxious, like you're getting things and you're breaking out of it, how are you ever going to expand to like an even bigger and even a slightly bigger circle, right? And then when you keep pushing it and keep pushing it, eventually you expand yourself until you're this like big circle that you can handle a bunch of adversity. Because when adversity comes inevitably and it gets at you, like you're able to like handle it. You know what I'm saying? I know that's like such a stupid example, but you know what I'm saying, so that's all that matters. And if you're never pushing like the boundaries of what you thought you could do, I know it's like so broad and so cringe, but it's like, it's so true, isn't it? Like, what is life, really? If you're not just like, if you're not expanding yourself, you're constantly improving yourself. Find a new skill, improve the way you look, improve the way you speak, improve what talents you have. There's so many talents out there that you have in you that you just don't know that you have yet because you haven't worked on it. That's kind of crazy. We're all born with talents, but everyone had to figure out what they were talented at in the first place by trying things. But we're so afraid to try things nowadays because we're so afraid of looking stupid. But guess what? The master at one point was the apprentice. And the apprentice was stupid. He didn't know anything. He had to learn. The most talented guitarist at one point picked up a guitar for the first time in their lives. Right? The most talented basketball player, Michael Jordan. There was a point where he was playing baseball at 12 years old. He was experimenting with different sports, didn't know what he was going to do. And then he worked and tried new things. And he found what he was talented at. Right? You won't find it right away. But give it your all. I know I keep wearing this every video, but it's so tempting to see my sunglasses and not wear it. So one more thing, if I can just share it with you, is that if you don't put yourself out there and you don't like chase your fears, as we say here, honestly, you'll look back on your life with more regret than you will with like satisfaction. And I know I'm 17 and I'm not like 80 years old and I can't really say that to you, but you don't need to be an 80-year-old to know that. To know that all these lists of fears that you have, all these things that you want to try, but you're too afraid of what people will think of you, all these things, like, I'm not here to be a motivational speaker. I'm just here to spit the truth. And you know this is the truth because when you're 80 years old, you're thinking, what if I just tried that? What if I just stepped out and just did it, right? You know, I wasn't going to do the talent show or become a house captain or any of these things. I wasn't even supposed to go back to the school I'm going to right now. I was supposed to move halfway across the world, but that's a different story. I wanted to just be a normal student, like not put myself out there, but not even do YouTube, right? But the fact that I tried it, look where it brought me. We have 21,000 kids watching me right now, which is kind of crazy. 20,000 people, not kids. There's some 60-year-olds in the comments. I just dropped my thing. And like, it's pretty crazy because what if I was 80 years old and I look back and I never started this YouTube thing, but I was like, what if I just tried it? Right? What if I just went for it? I would have never known where it could have taken me. You never know where one decision can take you in life. So you might as well take the chance. And obviously don't be stupid. Say Jake told me to jump off a building because like he told me, where would it take you? Well, it's gonna take you to the grave. That's where. But like don't do something stupid, okay? I'm not responsible for you. But you know what I'm saying, right? I wasn't gonna do the talent show. I was afraid of like singing on stage and all that. But I was like, man, when I see my friends up there and I'm sitting in the crowd while I see my friends up there like jamming out, I know I'm going to regret it. And sure, that's like a sense of FOMO, but sometimes FOMO is good for you, right? So choose to be FOMO in the right things, and I guess in other things not so much, like drugs or whatever. But yeah, don't live life with regrets. You only live once. And don't do something stupid because you only live once. But also don't live in complacency because you only live once. So get after it. You got a life to live, bro.